Saudi's December merchandise exports rise 1.1%, and Dubai International posts a 127% rise in passenger traffic. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. Saudi Arabia's merchandise exports edged up 1.1% last December compared to the same period a year earlier to $28.8 billion. The rise in Saudi exports was driven by the surge in oil exports, which rose by $2.3 billion or 11.1% to hit $22.8 billion. Non-oil exports, including re-exports, dropped by 24.4% year-on-year to $6 billion. The most important non-oil export goods were products of the chemicals and allied industries. Dubai International Airport posted a year-on-year surge of 127% in passenger traffic as it welcomed 66.1 million passengers last year. Passenger traffic soared 67% to 19.7 million in Q4, the busiest quarter since 2019. December was last year's busiest month, handling 7.1 million passengers. India continues to hold its position as Dubai's top country destination by traffic volume with a total of 9.8 million. Saudi Arabia came second with 4.9 million, and the UK is third with 4.6 million passengers. HSBC's Q4 profit surged 92%, beating analyst forecasts to hit $5.2 billion. The lender pledged to pay a special dividend to shareholders funded by the $10 billion sale of its Canada business. It also promised to resume regular dividends and could bring forward share buyback plans. But despite this, its London-listed shares sagged in early trade as the bank said 2023 net interest income should reach $36 billion. This is $1 billion or two less than analysts expected. Economic growth in the Eurozone accelerated in February and hit a 9-month high. The S&P PMI output index shows the indicator at 52.3, up from 50.8 in January. A reading over 50 represents growth in economic activity. Oil and gas companies aren't doing enough to cut methane emissions, despite methane cuts being among the cheapest options to limit global warming. That's according to the International Energy Agency, who say the energy sector emissions rose slightly last year to 135 million tons, to just below the record set in 2019. Its new global methane tracker shows that some progress is being made, but emissions are still far too high and not falling fast enough. And the IEA says there's just no excuse. Let's take a look now at today's Forbes Real-Time Billionaires ranking. It tracks the daily ups and downs of the world's richest people. Our biggest loser today is LVMH's Bernard Arnault, down $3.7 billion with net wealth of $211.2 billion. Our second biggest loser is Gautam Adani, down $2.9 billion with net wealth of $46.7 billion. And our third place loser is Tencent's Mahua Tang, down $1.1 billion with net wealth of $38.5 billion. Check out our website and our social media for all of the latest Billionaires news. Representatives from 34 nations, including the US, Canada, the UK, and host country France, say they do not agree Russian or Belarusian athletes should participate in the 2024 Paris Olympics. It follows calls by some European countries to boycott the event because of Russia's war. A letter sent by the representatives to the International Olympic Committee denounced a decision allowing Russian and Belarusian athletes to participate as independent Olympians, adding, "There is no practical reason to not ban them from the event." I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.